Last time, roll for distraction, Fractured Republic. While taking shelter in an old warehouse for the night, the party was attacked by a trio of powerful assassin mechs. They had excellent evasion abilities, so the party resorted to using their limited arsenal of smart weapons to attack them. High Roller was chased outside, but his mech's invisibility was disrupted by the squad's leader. Out of other options, Mac called in an airstrike to take out the assassin mechs, leaving only the squad leader alive. Smokey and Sheriff cornered him and removed him from his mech, taking him prisoner. As they began their interrogation, a powerful Martian sandstorm rolled in, forcing them to take shelter inside the warehouse once more. The prisoner shared a shocking revelation with them. The majority of the Corporate Alliance forces and leadership aren't on Mars at all. They're about to attack Earth, while most of the military is here. Thinking quickly, the squad built a makeshift comms beacon and daisy-chained a message to other squads to cut through the sandstorm. Eventually, they got a return message from Boxy, informing them that they'll be picked up as soon as the storm clears, as the entire force prepares to return to Earth.
It's been a bit, guys.
We're back in the New York groove.
Guess who's
back in the Martian groove.
Back
What
again.
the fuck is this game?
Are we back in the New York groove? Does New York still exist?
Well, we'll find out when we get there.
Ooh,
Not
that's-
Super Earth?
Anyway, yeah, hi, audience. It's been 2 weeks for you, as it always is. It's been like 4.
Years.
Okay. It's been a little bit of a minute for us. Busy.
Memorial Day, Mother's Day, all that good stuff.
Existing.
So many days.
Just the entire month of May.
Pretty
Has
much,
it?
actually.
Has it been the entire
Maybe we
month
played
of
in like
May?
the first week of May or something, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
We're here. We're on Mars. We're still in the warehouse for the 3rd episode in a row. We are still in this warehouse.
We are 1 month.
I've been living in this warehouse for a month. And we've been Speckeldorfed.
Ah!
We've
That's
been
not
doing
even a word, and I agree with you.
Bamboozled.
We skipped
Yeah.
the rest of that bit.
It's fine. We have to go to Earth. John, what happens when the sandstorm clears? Can we just walk back to the ship, or will we be bothered?
Can't say killed anymore. Oh shit, I said it.
There are other ways to be bothered besides being killed.
You're mortally deficient.
Alrighty, where we left off last time, yes, you are stuck in a warehouse after learning that the entirety of Mars has been abandoned and left to distract you while they attacked Earth.
They rolled for their distraction, and they rolled high.
Yes, you've been tricked.
Bamboozled,
Yes,
you might say.
Smeckledorf.
Not even a word. But
I'm just saying, our intel
Deceived,
apparatus
for your
is
intel was bad.
Yeah, our intel apparatus is pretty shit. If they,
somebody's getting fired.
a lot of somebodies should be getting fired for this one.
Yeah, this ain't no Office of Naval Intelligence in this game.
No.
Tony wouldn't let that shit fly.
Just the Office of Naval Stupidity.
The
The ONS.
Ons. More like offs, am I right?
Wow.
Alright, that's good. You get a whatever an inspiration is for that. I don't think that's real.
Hooray. Does that mean anything? Probably not.
It can, but you know, it can be an
When I-
advantage.
When I roll
Let's
poorly,
just
I
add
use
another
my
house rule in
advantage.
episode 8.
Gerard, I'll give you a crisp high 5 next time I see you.
You're not gonna remember that.
That's for yesterday, SquarePants. Alright, anyway, John, plot.
I've been plotting the whole time. I've had a month to plot.
Okay, hardy har. I don't think you have, but
I haven't. It's been very busy.
Mars is getting blown up.
No, Mars is not getting blown up, but all of the infrastructure on Mars is broken. That's why they were willing to crash the docking ring. The following morning, the sandstorm has let up, and a dropship is sent to grab you and to take you back to orbit. All of the ships are already packing up and heading to orbit. You are going to make an extremely dangerous jump after a couple days of travel.
it's like 7 feet and there's spikes at the bottom.
Well, I mean, trying to do FTL through the asteroid belt is like that, yeah.
It'd be like that sometimes.
The asteroid belt is
belt's on the other
on
side.
the other
Never
side.
mind. That's on the other side.
We're going to Earth.
Perfectly safe.
Yeah. No, not perfectly safe, but, you know.
Still not perfectly safe, but a little safer.
Just gotta make sure that pesky moon isn't in the way.
Yep.
Moon! Sorry.
Okay.
Gotta make sure the pesky
That was a really large wave. Sorry.
I guess as we're flying back to the ship, can we now that the sandstorm is cleared, can we actually talk to Boxy and get like a
Yes.
A proper conversation if they have any questions for us about like what we learned and vice versa.
Right.
Yo, Boxy, what the fuck?
Okay, good. Someone ask a goddamn question!
He just
I'm
did.
not.
He asked all the
Everyone
questions.
yells at me every time I talk because I'm not one of the sergeants.
Dwarfism.
I give you power.
Congratulations, Major, you're a major.
I'm sorry for my outburst.
Woosa,
I'm not.
John.
Boxy, what the fuck?
It's okay, you're allowed to have outbursts as long as they're funny.
Tracker squad. Good
Our
to have you.
intel was bad. You should feel bad.
I didn't acquire the intelligence.
Well, who did? So that we can yell
Hey,
at them.
I just fly the ship. I'm not a spy.
Who are you working for, Boxy?
Yes, there are some serious questions about the United Earth government's intelligence gathering apparatus and if they were compromised. Those questions will be asked if there's a government to ask when we get back.
Question, is there a government?
For now.
Loosely, they should be able to hold out against an invasion for some time, which is why we need to get back quickly, because it has been some time. I shouldn't be making light of this situation. This is a war.
No, we've got to go.
We
They're
gotta
about
go
to capture
now.
a head of state, and they're summoning us back from across the solar system to go deal with it. Where has this happened before?
Colin just sent a gif of the Holdo maneuver.
Well, that's not what I was getting at, but yeah.
Is that the Laura Dern scene?
Yes.
This is the Laura Dern
yes.
scene.
Yeah, okay.
Where she makes the ship go and the other
Pink-
ship.
that's
and the
cotton
Yeah.
candy-haired
ships.
Laura Dern.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we fly back to the ship and no one shoots us down, right?
Yes.
Incorrect.
You do not land. You feel the ship lifting and exiting Mars's gravitational well as you enter the docking bay of Easy Street.
Right.
Is this suspiciously
Well,
easy
yeah.
that we were able to just leave?
Well, I mean, not really. We kind of knew they only had a skeleton force here.
That's
Yeah,
true,
I mean, they've
guess.
kind of
I've got
spent
an
all the
idea.
resources that they
Let's
were doing here to
leave.
distract you.
Mhm.
Like,
And we had
there's
a whole
still
army with
some-
us.
There's
like-
still some fighting going on the ground,
Right.
but it looks like the Lancers and heavy stuff has been used.
Right, I mean, we had a whole army helping us take out, like, any AA or anything they might have had.
Yeah, they've kind of... The planet is, for the most part, secure. There's, normal amounts of resistance to a successful invasion.
We won! We did it!
We
should have
did it.
accomplished.
What did it
Mars
cost?
is ours.
Just Earth.
Everything.
Everything. Oh, yeah, by the way, we gotta get back to Earth. Full light speed ahead.
Home sweet home.
Yeah. Oh, that's not where any of you are from.
That's true. Motherland, sweet motherland. Technically, it is where Mac is from.
That's true. Mac
guess
is
that's-
from Earth.
It's like made in China. I was made in Earth, but I don't remember my time there.
You what?
What?
No, you would remember your time on Earth. You were a smart AI made on Earth.
Oh, I wasn't
Well,
like
smart for the time,
made
yeah.
and then shot out and alright.
I mean, you were there for like a decade. Shit used to be slower back then. Think about what it takes for us to
It
send a
took
ship out
time.
now.
This is true, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you were on a pre-FTL ship.
Yeah, I mean,
Having
so
some
you were-
flashbacks. Cut to That's So Raven cuts.
Yeah.
I picture like a flashback of quote-unquote baby Mac, but it's just like a hard drive wearing a diaper.
Oh.
It's a
That's
he's a calculator.
adorable.
A calculator wearing
he's
a
a
diaper with a
TI-85
binky.
plus.
Yes. Oh. Please edit that. Please Photoshop that.
I have to.
That's
Texas
the thumbnail.
Instrument, perhaps?
He wouldn't be
He's
that
a Texas
simple.
Instruments calculator, which means he was made by Texas great grandfather.
Yes.
Oh god, you gotta put a
Yeah.
diaper and a binky somewhere on there.
Or a bonnet. One of the 2
I'll-
we'll let you pick.
don't worry, I got it. I'm a professional. I understand.
if Mac was gonna be anything from back in the day, he would be an iMac G3.
Oh,
Oh,
those
right,
things.
because he's Mac.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
You're an Apple product.
Oh my god. Steve Jobs himself had his fingers
Damn.
all over me.
Mac, are you implying that you're
All right,
made
we've-
from a
we've-
clone of Steve Jobs' brain?
Yeah, canon.
He lives
it's canon.
on.
They froze his brain like Walt Disney or Einstein.
Yeah.
No, he uploaded his brain to the iCloud.
That's why it's always full, and I can never back my phone up because it's storing Steve
Yeah.
Jobs' brain scan. We are really off the rails right now.
Yeah, what the fuck's happening again?
We got on our ship. Punch it,
Okay.
Chewie.
We got really distracted there. But that's
Roll
the episode.
for
Quiet down that
distraction.
calculator in a diaper. It's crying too
Listen,
much.
we haven't recorded in 4 weeks. That's 4 weeks worth of distractions.
And there's gonna be more.
Anyway, John, what's the FTL travel time? Is it snap of the fingers, or does
Well,
it still?
hold on. You are brought
Okay.
back into Easy Street. You are all taken out of your Lancers. They're repaired. You're all going to get to level up.
Full repair.
But we're not going to do that
Oh,
right now. You're not
I
going
would
to
say
be
we
able to-
could, depending on how much content for the episode you want, or we could do that.
I mean, do you
at
want to do
end.
the level up now? And then we can always cut it?
Tell you what, we'll keep going for now, and
if
then
if it comes to it,
we'll time
I
jump
will-
back if
I will-
we get to the end of the
yeah.
recording and there's like, oh, we got time. We'll do it in the episode. Level up on for content again.
Sure.
Well, let's ask the audience. Do you want to see that again, audience, or
Audience, fill out
We'll read
the
your
fill out
comments
the
in a month.
survey. Fill out the survey. Bigna, put up a pie chart, a fluctuating pie chart on screen.
I'm not doing that. All right. Are we all in CompCon?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, so click the level up button in the top right underneath your license level. I am level 5 now. Just hit continue on that first
5.
screen. The first one is your pilot out of mech skill thing. Pick whatever you want. Everybody just announce what you're picking for the sake of the
How
content.
useful are any of these?
I feel like we're just gonna be fighting for like the next 2.5 hours of game time. So
Yeah.
Apply fists to face. Got it.
Yep, me too.
I'll put another one and blow something up. Everybody good on that first step?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Hold on, thinking.
Brian?
Thinking.
You can do it, buddy.
I like fist to face.
Okay, go ahead.
Nice.
And then once you pick one, hit continue. And then your actual mech piloting features, your actual combat features, you can either upgrade one that you have by 1 level up to 3, or pick a whole new one.
Alright, I'm just gonna unlock the last of my field analysis.
I leveled
analysis,
up
okay.
Executioner to 3.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Predator. When you roll a 20 on a die for any attack, and critical hit, you deal the maximum possible damage and bonus damage.
Okay. Yeah, it has to be a natural 20, not a dirty 20 or more, like a
Exactly.
normal crit. But yes, you can get your super crits essentially.
Yes. Which might be helpful, but watch me absolutely.
There's a
fucking suck.
5% chance on every attack.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of picking the 3rd tier of Infiltrator, where I can just fucking throw a flash bomb whenever I lose hidden,
Okay,
and
that's
then
not bad.
run away.
I'm gonna do Vanguard to 2, which makes it so that if I fire a CQB weapon, which my flamethrower is for some reason, out to range 3, I ignore cover.
Oh. Well, your
Only
flamethrower
out to
got
range
hot.
3. Yeah. I just melt through whatever you got. And the next one is just a mech stat bump.
I'm upping agility.
I'm
Me too.
also gonna do a point of agility.
Should I also do agility so that I can move even farther?
Maybe you should
Droid,
bump
you
your
should
health.
do hull.
But I don't want to do hull. I want to move.
I did Hull, so I'm thicker.
Colin,
I
you
mean, I
should
can't
do
stop you,
agility.
Droid. What do you wanna do?
Take 3 fucking steps.
No, because even if I put a point into agility, my agility's so low, I
God,
don't
I
actually
gotta-
get any speed.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't actually get one. I'm getting one for the evasion, but all mine are odd on this level up, so it's kind of whatever.
Besides, why do I need additional speed when I can just teleport 5 squares?
It's true. He can do that. And then once you've picked your 1 stat bump, hit continue. And then a license. Again, you're getting either a fresh one or leveling up one that you already have. You can click into them to see what they do.
I picked the White Witch so I could get the Pinning Spire.
I upgraded my morning cloak.
To 3?
Yes.
Okay, so you have a sword or a system that you can do. We'll actually equip things after, if we feel like it. Brian, what are you looking at?
I rank 3'd my Tortuga.
Tortuga. Rank 3.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys are level 6 now, you lucky
The
bastards.
2 of them, yeah.
Mhm.
Thunderbolt rounds or hyperdense armor. As if you need more armor on your guy. Gerard, what are you picking?
I have no fucking clue.
Okay.
Good talk, good talk.
I know what I'm gonna get. I'm just going last for the sake of showing off what everyone else is picking.
Yeah, come back to me.
Well, no, it's just you now, other than me.
Come back to me.
No.
Does anyone have any suggestions? Because I don't know.
Yeah, get
any of
Tortuga.
these.
What was the one that you got last time?
Goblin. Goblin
Okay,
is
you-
nuts.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
I don't think I used any of what I got.
I don't think
for
you
Goblin.
equipped them.
I don't think I equipped them because everything else from Emperor was better.
So then why did you pick Goblin?
Because I didn't know what else to pick.
Because you wanted to say Goblin D's nuts. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I think we were
yeah,
talking about.
exactly.
That's enough.
You can
of a
also
reason.
just pick anything and then like you just don't use the equipment and you just enjoy the stat bumps from your level up if you're happy with your build.
If you're happy with your
That's
build,
always
clap
allowed.
your
Alright,
hands.
I'm rolling a
Clap your hands.
d20. I'm rolling a d20, picking what the number is. Counting down. 17, of course it's a big number. 17. I got Atlas.
Okay.
Actually, multi-gear maneuvering system. That might actually not be bad. Fire zip line.
It's mainly for use by size half mechs, which is the problem. Although you can use it to
Well-
trip things still if you feel like equipping it.
That
But if
sounds
you don't,
fun.
anyway. I'm gonna take one level. This is a weird one. I'm gonna take one level in Metal Mark, which is an SSC mech. So yeah, I'm gonna take Reactive Weave, which it's basically when I brace, I can become invisible until the end of my next turn and may immediately move spaces equal to my speed.
Damn.
I'm gonna put one in Metal Mark, and I'll equip that later. And then you two who just hit level 6, you have a thing called a core bonus. These are features that you get on every 3rd level. I'm sorry you have nothing to look at right now, audience. Maybe I'll splice something in later.
You want me to
But yeah,
screenshot?
go ahead and just let us know what you're picking out of these.
Put a picture of your cat up. Update pilot record. Hooray!
Yeah, those of us with
Plus-
no core bonuses, you can just stop.
Plus 3
you can
grit.
hit continue.
All of my abilities change now.
Oh yeah, plus 3 grit because we're level 5. That's really actually very useful.
I think
And
I
then
s-
I'm
that
gonna
means
go
I-
into my mech, and I'm
That means I
gonna
start with like 9 overshields.
Jesus
I'm gonna
Christ.
plug in my reactive
It's really
weave.
hard for me to
equip.
fucking hurt you, huh?
I'm sure you'll find a way.
Yeah. Landmines.
Where
I'm gonna do auto stabilizing.
You're gonna do what, Alex?
Auto stabilizing, so I get +1 accuracy to one of my mounts.
Okay, that's good. Just an extra d6 of I'll probably be able to hit you.
Honestly, I'm gonna take the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean it's not bad. Being able to hit more is good.
Yep.
And then yeah, if you guys want to go into your mech hangar and equip your new stuff, you can do that. I can walk anyone through it after if we need to, but otherwise, that's about that. I will now kill my OBS recording. And then we walked into
And
the
then
bridge,
something completely different.
and that was something.
The
completely
plot.
Oh my god, there's plot?
Allegedly, you walk to the bridge, or a conference room, doesn't have to be the bridge, and the projection of Boxy is at a digital whiteboard running calculations. It's like,
Hey there, boxy old buddy, old pal.
I don't need to be writing them like this, but it just kind of like feels like cinematic when y'all walk in the room and I'm writing them down.
it feels right.
Oh, Boxy.
I already know just about what we need to do, but this is cool to be like writing. Having hands is nice.
I know. I get
isn't it, though?
Yes, it is.
Hook comes on the radio. I heard that.
You're on a different ship, Hook.
I find that having hands is overrated.
All right, well, you're a floating miasma
I
of
like to make
nanobots,
things
so
ominously
I don't know.
float with my brain.
It's nice to be able to relate to everyone else.
We're gonna have about 12 hours of burn to get further from Mars, and then we're going to attempt an FTL jump.
Sounds good.
Doing any, like, fancy slingshot maneuver? Perhaps a boomerang maneuver?
No,
Boomerang.
FTL doesn't
It
really
would
rely
like
on gravity
that,
like
you,
that.
You Australian fool.
Smokey, you do realize that a boomerang is meant to return to its starting location. Therefore, a boomerang maneuver would be extremely suboptimal.
But you see, the starting location of all boomerangs is Australia. And that's on Earth.
He's got you there.
Gotcha there.
That's an interesting take. Huh.
I find your logic flawed.
Look, man, I just light shit on fire, alright?
I find your argument vague and unconvincing. I've communicated with all other shipboard AI. The calculations for this should work. My old civilizations were able to do in-system FTL jumps, and your drives are similar enough that it shouldn't be impossible. You just had a policy of never doing it, based on some early tests where it didn't work. So,
Sounds great.
we should only be in FTL for about 15 minutes. So, before the jump, everyone is going to be ready for a combat drop. And once we drop out, it's very
Up and
possible that we will be in Earth's atmosphere. Because we're going to use the safety systems as a brake. We're going to aim for Earth and hope that the safety engages reasonably.
We don't want to aim, like, 1 degree to the left.
No, because in astronomical things, that'll put us hundreds of thousands of kilometers off course.
Okay, a tenth, you know what I mean. A little bit. I mean, you know what? You're the one
Who's
who
the
flies.
advanced alien AI here?
Who's the doctor here?
Who's the advanced alien AI that's done this before, allegedly?
Boxy, not that I don't trust your calculations, however,
He doesn't trust
can
your
you please
calculations.
provide me with said calculations?
He sends the calculations to you and Mac. Given your understanding of how this works, it's the best shot you're going to have.
It's
concur.
the only shot we got.
The odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field.
We have to go save the space government from the space Nazis. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah, fair.
I thought they were just space capitalists.
Sure.
Maybe
What's the
both?
Tomato,
difference?
tomato.
¿Por qué no las dos?
Boxy, based on current intelligence, which hopefully is better than previous intelligence, do we know what cities on planet Earth are currently engaged in combat?
No, there is a comms blackout around our region. There's a massive jammer preventing us from...
But like, if you had to run a simulation, if you were going to attack Earth,
If I were going to attack Earth, do I need to save the planet? I can just blow up the planet.
I would make a giant sphere space station with a big laser.
Suddenly don't trust Boxy.
Actually,
we need
Boxy
deep
would make it a
substrate
cube.
foliated calcite.
3 days after you met me, we blew up a planet together. You remember that?
Yeah.
No, I cleared that up.
That's true, we did do that.
We
It's
did
not that
know
hard.
Yeah, do we have a capital?
Sydney.
Are you serious, or
Yes.
sick?
We
Of
made it
all Earth,
Australia.
That's the capital.
Guess we're going to the land down under, boys and girls.
Ooh, is the Sydney
I
Opera
come
House
from
still
a
there?
land down under.
We come out of FTL, you know, blaring in, just men at work playing out of the ship.
Are there going to be kangaroos?
Yes, I believe the kangaroo is not extinct.
And the emus. They survive everything.
I mean, they're basically rats.
I was gonna say, the Martians might not be prepared for the emus.
It's the Great
true.
Emu War all over again.
Release the spiders.
We get there and they're all just getting punched by kangaroos.
No, the emus and the kangaroos have mated, and now there's the kangamoo.
The fuck is the
Okay.
kangaroo?
The
Alright.
kangaroos and the emus have breeded,
Oh.
creating
Alright,
a
well,
stronger.
Those kangaroos and
and,
cows.
Yeah.
Kangaroos already have a very large knife-like talon on their foot, so...
Yeah, but now they also have a beak and they can run really fast, not just hop.
They're jacked.
You ever seen a kangaroo 16-pack? They're ripped.
They are.
Not gonna
yeah.
lie, I could see Australia having kangaroo lancers.
I mean, you're allowed to say that your Lancer is shaped like whatever you want it to be. You don't have to necessarily use the picture, so...
Jumping is not an efficient means of locomotion. That's why most animals don't do it.
Anyway. And then we flew.
Yep, after about 12 hours, everyone... There's no meeting about this. All the shipboard AIs are communicating and organizing into this massive screen of ships. You're not...
They do that terrifying thing where the AIs just go at each other.
And you are told to strap in. Most of you have never been awake during an FTL jump.
Oh.
We all
it's
throw
gonna
up.
be like
That's nice.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where if you do too many of them in a row, your face gets all stretchy and weird.
Well, you're only doing one, but
Yeah.
you're all tucked in your Lancers because this is going to be a short jump.
15 minutes.
Hang on to your butts.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
3, 2, 1.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate jump.
Ah!
Your stomachs drop.
Mine doesn't.
It feels very weird. No, yours does.
That's not
Stomach
possible.
or no, your stomach drops. You don't like it.
You grow a stomach and it drops.
There's something innately unpleasant about getting close to light speed, even for artificial intelligence. And you are in light speed. There will be no communication between ships during light speed, but internal ship comms work. Tracker Squad, we will be arriving in approximately 12 minutes.
All Boxy hears back on the comms is...
Blech.
Organics.
Meat bags.
Are you guys going to have any conversation with each other during this? Any sort of pre...
No, we're all
we're
just
too
trying not
busy
to
throwing
throw
up.
up.
Just everyone's trying to not throw... Everyone give me your best not throwing up noise.
Well, Mac,
That sounded like you did throw up.
Alright, I'll try it again.
Mac's okay. Mac's holding on. Mac will look out for the others to make sure nobody actually throws up, and will be ready to clean if somebody does.
You're all in your mechs.
Yeah, Newt's sitting there like...
Where's my Tums? Where's my Tums?
Ta-dum-dum.
I don't have Tums in my inventory.
You would have anti-nausea medication in there. That would be pretty standard in a first aid kit.
Maybe we just need to pop a window and get some fresh air.
Windows are structural weaknesses.
I've never done an air sample in FTL, you hear Boxy say over the comm.
That's because there's no air in space, Boxy.
Do it.
Well, technically, we're not in space now.
Real quick. Hey Gerard,
Huh?
stop playing Fortnite.
I'm not playing. I was on the store.
We're
don't
busy.
know.
We're working.
After 7 minutes, the alarms start blaring. Oh, that's odd. It shouldn't
we're
have been
dead.
that quick. And then
Oh.
there is a jarring jerk as the emergency system pulls you out of FTL.
You're a jerk.
You are directly over Indonesia,
Oh.
That's pretty close.
in
That's
orbit.
a lot of water.
You're in orbit.
Low orbit, I assume, but yeah.
Yeah, it's there. The comms go crazy. They have not made a successful invasion of most of the planet. South America and a lot of Russia have been designated landing zones. They have not yet touched down over Australia, and most of the orbital defense platforms are still operational. So there has
Sick.
been a battle going on in space for about a week and a half. As your fleet comes in,
The cavalry's here.
all hell breaks loose. About 24 of the ships impact with Corporate Alliance ships that were where you came out of orbit or out of FTL.
Alright, well, holdomaneuver.gif.
Not to the same degree. It's like you don't
Yeah,
maintain
but-
it, and your debris doesn't maintain light speed.
Alex, I apologize for this on audio. I'm about to pull some Oreos out of the bag.
Do you have any to share with the class?
Go fuck yourself.
Do you have enough for the
I
class?
expect you to mail 5 Oreos.
To each of us. God damn
You
it.
get an envelope in a week with one very crushed Oreo in it.
with the dust of an Oreo.
Fine.
Very stale, very
I
crushed
appreciate
Oreo.
it. Fuck, he's actually gonna do that now, and we're all gonna laugh.
No, you. I don't.
That's too much effort.
It'd be really funny, but I don't know if that's worth the effort.
Anyway, keep narrating, John. We can't fly the ships, so we can't really interact with anything.
You're right. You can fly the ship.
Get him, Buxy. You can do it.
Most of the ships made it intact. There are a few unaccounted for that are just not here. Worry about that later. That's we'll call that a rounding error.
We lost them in the ether.
Or they hit the ground, but either way.
Or they hit the ground.
The battle over Earth rages. And you see, in between your location and the moon, what is clearly a flagship.
What kind
large
of flag
enough
is
to
on
be
it?
visible. A ship that is dozens of kilometers long and maybe half as wide and thick.
All right, for the Americans in our audience, what is that in
Okay, so
Bumpy.
for every
Still-
kilometer, it's about 2.3 miles.
Still dozens of miles.
No, the other way around. Every mile is about 2.3 kilometers. I got it backwards.
Correct. So we should get on that and blow it up, yeah?
But what is that in washing machines?
Washing machine about 4
All
feet.
of them.
Miles.
It's all of them, Gerard.
Every
So
washing machine
many
on Earth.
washing-
Spaceship, 47 million beavers long.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A lot of beavers.
It's 9 trillion peanuts long.
For you Canadians.
The Americans will use anything but the metric system.
Spaceship, 1 Google of atoms long.
Oh, God.
You hear over the comms from Boxy, we're receiving a hail from Difficult Times.
There's no hail
patching
in
you through.
space.
There is
idiot.
actually hail in space, but we'll get back to
If
don't
you
worry
fly
about
behind
that.
a comet, there is.
It's cold as shit up there. Of course there's ice.
He's right.
Tracker Squad.
So,
We've been tip of the spear on this whole thing. Gonna continue with that. They want us to attack that flagship. I'm sure you see it on the scope.
concentrate all firepower on that super star destroyer.
Where the firepower? They're concentrating us.
Is the blast doors on the launch bay opened yet?
No.
Colin just wants to jump out.
Can
for
I
no reason, like,
override the blast doors and jump out?
Colin thinks he's Master. Colin thinks
Okay.
he's Mr. Chef.
I mean,
really. We don't have a
why?
bomb to give back to them.
Because I can fly.
All right. Well, we'll worry about that.
Yeah,
in a
but
minute.
you're
Yeah, but you
more
still
like
fly
us.
way. You still fly way slower than this ship. Like,
Yeah,
let's
you're-
get closer first.
But this
Not-
ship can't get that close. It's a much
Also,
bigger
where
not?
are
target
you?
than
Where
I
are you
am.
going? Where are you going?
you don't
You
know
gotta
that.
stick with us.
To the capital ship.
Okay, but we all gotta go there. So
Well, come on!
We're trying.
Colin's
You
just
keep interrupting
being an
John.
impatient Andy.
Okay. Are we
So
good?
yes, sir.
Everyone good?
Let's go.
Yeah.
We're going to transfer all Lancers and living crew to the Easy Street. Well, we're going to move all unnecessary crew to lifeboats and send them to Earth. Difficult Times will perform a guard action while Easy Street moves in to deploy all Lancers. It's going to be a full house.
Now, when you say a live crew, does that mean that there's undead crew?
Robots.
But I would like to think that there's zombies on the ship also.
The zombies all work for the corporate alliance.
Ah, shit.
The bureaucrats, Morgan, I don't respect them.
Well, you think they're going to let bodies go to waste?
Yeah.
I can open a pack.
Well, Gerard, did you get anything good?
Well, the app's gotta load. Hold on.
Well, we'll wait for you to open
We're
your
here.
Pokemon
Yeah, no,
pack.
we're waiting.
Waiting
It's
with
like
bated
it's
breath.
passing notes in
Right.
class. We got to see what the note says.
All right, Brian, please don't do that.
Wow, it's
The
ass.
Pillsbury Doe Brian is about to lose his shit.
It's been less than a day, and I get a pack with no new cards in it.
We're having a night, folks. All right, and then we did the thing John said.
We haven't done this in a month. We're out of practice.
The Difficult Times transfers all of its Lancers. The other ship that I didn't name transfers all of its Lancers to you. And then they take all the unnecessary living crew. Boxy will be performing the entire operation of Easy Street.
Assuming direct control.
Glow will be performing the entire operation of Difficult Times. And the Lancers and Heavy Infantry will be attacking the capital ship.
All right.
What about the lowercase ship?
aha! It is
I'm gonna hate
English
you.
joke.
I think other languages have cases.
I don't care. I said it and I regretted it immediately.
Oh
As
boy.
you should.
All right.
the easy street with its remaining, think it would be like maybe it's not 5 full squads. It's probably 4 full squads you can put together. One squad's worth is certainly dead, and some others can be mustered. Yeah, about 18
We started
Lancers.
with like 6 total, so yeah, I don't know, something like that.
18, 20 Lancers can be scraped together for this operation. Let's say a clean 20.
Did Hook rebuild Draugr?
Yeah, they 3D printed a backup.
Sick.
It took 2 weeks of non-stop 3D printing.
No, it's a big 3D printer. They have a mech-sized 3D printer.
Still took 3 weeks.
George, it's the sci-fi future. It's a box of... It's fine.
You
Just
and you
don't
had to
think
put it
about
together yourself. It came together in parts.
The 3D
make the
printed
full
mech
Lancer.
has 1 hit point because it's made out of PLA.
it's made out of recycled Coke bottles.
Brian!
Brian, is there a fucking gas leak down there? Are you okay?
Yeah, did you get hit with the Joker gas?
Apparently, Jesus.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Somebody set Mac to comedy mode.
You got a case of the giggles.
Good lord. The terminal case of the giggles.
Oh, Lord.
What the fuck is happening?
I'll give you a minute.
Yeah, let's hold on. All right, we're gonna take a second. Brian, let it out. Does someone need to go check on him? Should we?
I'm not driving to his house.
You're the closest one.
I'm not even laughing.
Brian, just please don't, accidentally unplug anything with your flailing.
Just take a second.
I'm not even laughing at anything specific. Nothing happened. What the hell?
Brian,
Because we
Brian,
keep calling it
I know.
out and it just makes him laugh more.
Brian, do I need to call your parents and have them check on you?
Oh, no, they're good. We're good. I just... Whoa. Ooh.
Mrs. Brian's mom, go check on your son, please.
You know, on my way home from work today, I did feel a little dizzy and like I was about to pass out while I was driving. And I was like, whoa, what's going on? And then I shook my head and drank some water and I was okay after that, but it was a really weird experience.
Drink
Anyway,
more
that
water.
was my day.
How much did you eat today?
Get
He
hydrated.
got high off of,
Have you consumed any amount of sugar today? Deep breath. And John,
Scene.
back to you.
Difficult times in Easy Street pull away from the battle over Earth, heading towards the capital ship. You are then supported by a number of other smaller ships, smaller than Difficult Times.
Fighters, form up on me.
Yes, there's a mix of fighters, a mix of corvettes, frigates. They look to all be severely damaged. Most of them are registering very minimal to no life forms, but a few, there are human pilots operating.
Let's pull the Ender's Game spiral maneuver.
I was going to say just get an A-wing to crash into the bridge
So
and
we're
call it a
not, we're
night.
not going to do a spiral maneuver.
would you say this is where the fun begins?
This is where the fun begins. Would you perhaps also say that you have a bad feeling about this?
Why did you turn off your targeting computer or whatever?
Because we're not shooting at it, we're crashing into it.
Use the force.
Use the
Are we
force,
crashing
Luke.
into it?
What? As you begin your approach, all of its defenses light up, and the surface of the
shit.
ship gets hundreds of pinpoint glows as weapons warm up and come to life.
Can we communicate with the ship? Be like, we're not hostile?
I don't think they want to talk.
That's a wild thing to say.
I think they know we're hostile.
That's a wild statement. That's
Friend
a
or
crazy.
foe?
Do you want, I mean, I'll let you try it. Do you want to try opening comms and going, "We're friendlies"?
Roll
Yeah.
for diplomacy.
Hi.
We
This
stole
entire
the
war
ship.
can be ended with a
I don't
couple
even-
of words.
You know what? Roll a 20 up for me. I just
17. What do I add to it?
what are the pilot skills?
There's like a manipulate one, I think.
Charm.
Charm.
Charm?
Charm is the
Charm
closest.
or stay cool
Yeah.
are probably as close as we're gonna get.
Probably charm. Not even stay cool.
Act under pressure, maybe.
Well,
But
everything
I
is
would,
that.
I would say charm.
I don't have.
Then you don't have it.
I don't
A slight
believe you.
delay
Open
in the
fire.
return fire. They are just a touch confused, and then you hear a muffled.
You hear a muffled. Was
Open
this
fire.
serious?
They're not friendlies. Open fire.
Are you stupid? Kill that man specifically. We know where you are.
Execute him. He's too stupid to be on fire control.
They calm us back. Can you kill him for us?
Who made this man a gunner? I did, sir. He's my cousin.
As all of the weapons begin lighting up, the damaged frigates and corvettes begin absorbing hits for you and protecting Easy Street and Difficult Times as they get closer and closer to this ship. Difficult Times veers off, swoops up, and then noses hard down, opening up its main cannon and firing a triple salvo of its main gun at the top of this ship's deck, creating a large crater, and then slamming itself into the crater, into the wound on this ship.
Oh my god.
It gauged where the reactors would be, and it has disabled its main engines. It still has adjustment thrusters, so it can hold position, and most of its point defenses are online, but missile batteries have been disabled with this sacrifice.
Alright.
Godspeed, you crazy
As the
bastard.
ship crashes, a hollow projection of glow appears.
Real quick, for reference for anyone who didn't watch Season 1, Glow is the AI of our old ship, which was the ship
Thank you.
that just did
I
that
was
maneuver.
about to ask that.
I'm going to need a new body after that.
Somebody.
That looked like it had.
It was unpleasant. You, in Easy Street, still receiving protection from the remaining damaged frigates and corvettes, you head for the nearest hangar, and you manage to land Easy Street, or I suppose Boxy manages to land Easy Street,
Yeah. Let's give the box man his
cargo
credit.
door and landing, like lower cargo door, just sort of shoves it into the hangar. It's not enough space for the whole ship, but the lower box deck just sort of
door to
wedges
door.
in there.
Yeah.
And the door opens, and all of the remaining Lancers of the Dusk Guard jump out and begin to storm the Corporate Alliance capital ship of Dividends.
Is that what it's called? Dividends?
It is now.
They are a bunch of corporate shills over there, aren't they?
Yeah?
What song is playing on the radio when we begin our fight? Because it's definitely some sort
Thunderstruck.
of rock song.
Yeah, it's gotta be
I
like
know that.
Fortunate Son, Highway to the Danger Zone.
Oh, a sandstorm.
No.
No, that was playing all the while on Mars.
No, that was last episode.
No, you're right.
Boxy hacks the system and begins playing Baby Shark through all comms on the capital ship.
Oh no,
You win.
psychological warfare.
You win. They all commit. They all off themselves. They all unalive.
They all sewer slide.
Yep. And we will begin the penultimate session by fighting through the bowels of a capital
Wait,
ship.
Ew.
Oh, we're doing
It's
that
the
now?
beginning of episode 3, where we've landed on an enemy ship, we're jumping out of our ship, and we're gonna slice up a bunch of droids in a hangar.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably not getting into like a fight in the hangar. You're just gonna be fighting through hallways for a long time.
Hallways,
As long as we don't get
hallways,
trapped in the ray shields.
always hallways.
Oh, I also have Ghost Weave now.
Hey, Invisibility.
That sounds fancy.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I can also
during
turn
your
invisible,
turn,
but
you're
only if someone
invisible.
shoots me real hard.
So what you're saying is friendly fire is now recommended.
No, that is not what I am saying.
So what if I give you like a slight pat on the back? Does that count?
Hit me for 1 damage, I'll brace. And then I can turn invisible briefly.
I want you to do it. I want you to do it. Hit me.
Anywho, yeah, we'll call it there. Next time we'll begin our epic final battle of epicness and battliness and finality.
Yep.
And we all die at the end.
It could happen. The ship could blow up.
It could.
Where either the federal government wins or the corporations win. Yay!
And really, we all lose.
Damn.
Yay.
But if the
There are
government
no
wins,
winners.
the space
I
the
play these for
aliens say that
escapism.
y'all have to be nice to each other, so that's a plus.
That's true. We get to join Star Trek.
Yeah, you get to join Star Trek, and then it gets to suck a lot less.
Space, the final frontier.
Anywho, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, as always. We appreciate you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video and the playlist to help us out. If you would like to support the channel and can't think of a comment,
which is better, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Oh no.
Yeah, you know what?
They're both okay. No, let's not just narrow this to those two.
Listen. No. You can have that argument in the comments.
I was
just
going to say
do
to
so
pick your favorite
respectfully.
sci-fi franchise in the comments. Like, list your favorite sci-fi franchise, not just one of those two. Because there's others, like Dune and Stargate.
Oh, you know what? That's a better prompt. Tell us your favorite sci-fi franchise, excluding Star Wars and Star Trek.
Just pick your favorite sci-fi franchise and leave a comment. And if someone thinks you're an idiot, yell at them. I don't know.
Tell them they're wrong.
All right, well.
John's tired.
John's tired.
John's ready for violence in the real world.
Don't go to bed. It's only 9 o'clock. Anyway, thanks again. See you in 2 weeks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.